Hey guys, it's Wendy Hutchinson, and this is my September 2025 newsletter. Today I'm talking about opening our heart to ourselves because we are in this incredible time of transition and alchemy and processing so many things. So many things are coming up to get us to pay attention to the wounds and the triggers and the things that we need to let go of in life. And so much of it involves opening our heart to ourselves, showing compassion, creating space for kindness towards ourselves, giving ourselves the love and attention and care that we've been pouring out to others our entire lives. So many of us have spent our lives in service to our families. Maybe in your job, you're a teacher or a contributor to your company or your business. So you're pouring out to customers. And I've just noticed in my own life that I spent a good majority of my life, decades, only pouring out because of my social programming, my culture, my family dynamics. I was raised to really not place myself first or be a priority for myself. I was always encouraged to pour out, to meet expectations, to really be there for everyone at my own expense. I know it wasn't really spoken, and maybe you've experienced this too in your life. It wasn't truly spoken, but it was modeled for me. And the programs were really deeply embedded in every fiber of my being. So when I got to a point where I had nothing left to give, and it took decades, I mean, the strongest among us can take a lot, right? So there was a lot of suffering that led me to that point. But there was this pivotal moment when I realized I need to begin to nurture my own spirit and give myself permission. Not that we need permission, but I felt I needed to give myself permission to really start to love and nurture myself. And that was a foreign concept. I didn't even know who I was. I didn't even know how to do that, you know? So this is a reminder as you're going through all of this transition and change in your life, and everyone on the planet is. Nobody's coming out of this without being challenged or triggered right now to release the deepest wounds and to confront the deepest shadow inside. So I'm going to encourage you to really show kindness and compassion towards yourself, to really stand in the power of your being and allow yourself to love yourself. And that looks like taking space away from your family if you need to get some time to process your feelings, to listen and receive the downloads or the guidance from your higher soul and self, to even figure out who you are. Because if you're always busy, if you're always giving and hustling and running from here to there with your kids and taking care of elderly parents or whatever it is you're doing, wherever your energy is flowing out, you need to replenish that and bring that energy back in. You need to create space for you because you matter. And your mental, emotional, and physical health is the foundation of everything that you are. So if you don't nurture that, if you don't fertilize and water your garden, so to speak, you know, the well's going to run dry and you'll have nothing left to give, or you begin to get so burned out, you start doing and giving, and all of that's coming with a lot of resentment because you're not nurturing yourself. So pay attention to where you are in your life right now. Pay attention to the triggers. Pay attention to what you feel you need. It could be rest. It could be time with a good friend. It could be a little weekend getaway. It could be a day for yourself that you just take because you deserve it. And sometimes it involves bigger shifts and changes, like changing jobs or leaving a toxic relationship or friendship. Do what you need to do to really nurture and honor your soul because right now it's so important because the world needs you at your best. And you can't be at your best if you're neglecting your needs, if you're denying your truth, if you're not willing to excavate and heal some of the things that are holding you hostage and creating a narrative or a dialogue that's not supportive of you being your true, authentic self and just standing in your glorious light of your being. So I hope you take this message to heart. I hope you guys are doing well. If you're not, my hand is on your back and I'm sending love to you all as you navigate these challenging times. And I'll look forward to seeing you next month. I love y'all. Bye.